Hello you absolute legends, welcome back to the channel. John here again with the Rover 75, and the majority of the main things that need doing on the car before the Rustival Festival is now done. The sill has been repaired, painted, it looks grand. The mechanical issues sorted, Dad has got the coolant issue fixed. Now it's my time to hopefully try and make it shine. The car is a bit grubby round the gills. In fact, you can see here, it's filthy. It's been sat in Dad's garage for a month or so. I'm not going to clean the exterior today. There is a video on the channel of me cleaning the exterior. That's something we're going to do in the coming days when it's not so drizzly and wet. But I'm going to start tackling the interior, and it needs a blooming good scrub. You'll see in just a minute's time how dirty that interior is. I'm going to spend maybe an hour going over the car and start to get it up to the Coupland standard. First port of call, get the car out the garage into the sunlight so we can see and have a look at that interior and then give it a clean. I'm actually quite excited about this because I've not driven this car for nearly 2 months now. So this will be the first time of me getting in the car, starting it up and backing it out for 2 months. Okay, now to show you how grubby it is. Because it really is in need of a bit of TLC in there. Right, so let's take a look then at the car and in this interior. You can see we've got protectors on. Just dirt and ingrained in here. You can see it all in there. If you give it a good tap, you can see it all coming out. Obviously, it's like sand almost, and just, I don't know, dead skin and cells, but it's all in there. We're going to get all that out. Going to give it a good valet and a good hoover and scrub on there. You can see things like this. Look, it's just absolutely filthy. Where it's had 24 years of grime, really. This sort of interior bit, we're going to give that a good scrub. I think that's actually leather, so we'll have a look at that. And then just, yeah, get it up to scratch, up to standard. And I have actually fitted some floor mats to the car. You can see that they're brand new. But underneath, if we was to take this out, it's all dirty under here. Can you see all under there? So we're going to give that a good treatment and scrub as well. Give these pedals a good clean up, and the steering wheel as well. You can see that the steering wheel is grimy as anything. It's got sort of, what, 24 years of grime on there. We've got to try and remove that, clean all the binnacle area, clean all up in here, and obviously into the roof lining and there. This dirt alert. It's not too bad, the centre console, but this is actual wood. We're going to try and clean that off as well. I'm not sure if wood polish is the right way forward with that. We shall see. I am not a detailing expert. I really am not. But I can get stuff looking relatively clean. Again, in here, get all this nice and clean, all cleaned off. You can see just here, look, things like this. Well, it's just dirty, it needs a scrub. I think the first port of call on the plastics is get a sponge and some soapy water, just to give it a wipe down before we treat it. And then on the interior here is to get some shampoo, maybe a cleaner, and give it a hoover off. First port of call with that is to obviously hoover it off, make sure there's no dirt and debris, and go from there. Again, it won't all be done in one go today. It will take multiple goes of me having a go at this to make it anywhere near how I want it to be for the Rustival and in the future. But things just like all in here, look, can you see? It's just needs a bit of a clean. I'm going to get the Hoover out first. That's my first port of call. Get the Hoover out, get it clean, and see how it looks after a Hoover. First of all, I'm going to remove the new floor mats and the cardboard and the seat cover and bits and pieces that we've put in to keep it nice and safe, just so I can actually get in there to the bits where I need to be. I'm also going to try something I've seen on, well, TikTok, ashamedly. I've bought one of these, which is a massage gun. It's for massage, apparently. And it oscillates and vibrates at high speeds. You've got lots of different attachments. I've seen people attach these to car carpets and upholstery, and it shakes all the dust and dirt out. So we'll give that a go too. We shall see. So this is purely an experiment. I've never used this before on a car interior. You can see there. You've got to turn it on at the bottom here, and then I've got, as I say, I've got all these attachments. You can see which one I've used on my shoulder. Let's try it. Let's turn it on, and let's see how it works on the interior. Well, it's not really doing anything yet. Let's turn it up to 5. Is it shaking stuff loose? Yeah, absolutely it is. But is it just shaking stuff? Oh, look at that! Look at it, bringing it all to the surface. That's fantastic. I suppose what I would need to do next is use this alongside the Hoover. Look at it bringing it all out of there. That's fantastic. And it's all collecting in there. How awesome is that? It works, kind of. Well, no, not kind of. It does work. Let's try it on the seat pad. Cool. It's bringing out all that sand. I think that is what it is as well, sand. How amazing is that? That's fantastic. I think, as I say, you need to use this with the Hoover, but it's bringing out glitter and sand and all sorts. Amazing. How cool is that?
Bit to the seaside.
So I've got it on, I'm just playing at the moment. We're not actually doing the hoovering yet. So this is the driver's footwell carpet. I've got my machine here again. And at the moment, well, you can hear it's making a racket. But it's bringing stuff to the surface. Let's put it on number 5 again. That's bringing all sorts of stuff to the surface. I'm going to try it over here where it's really heavily soiled. Well, we'll give that a go. Let's try it up here. Oh, doesn't like that. Oh, it doesn't like it there. And now let's try it on here then. Ah, look at the stuff it's bringing out of there. That's fantastic. I'm going to have to get my Hoover out now. Look at all that dust and dirt it's bringing out of that pad. That is unbelievable. Cool. Well, that's done the job in my opinion. I think I'm going to have to do it and get the Hoover out. Obviously the next bit then is to just Hoover it up. That's weirdly satisfying. Nice! Now to do the same again on the passenger side. It's not looking too bad on the passenger side carpet there. This side, again, not too bad. But I've taken the floor carpet out there. And what we'll do is we will get the gun out again, the massage gun. You can see here, it's all dirty. So I'll squeeze myself in there, give that a clean. Brought that to the surface, now to give it a clean. Hoover off. Time to hoover it out. So as you can see, it's a bit better. It's not perfect. And again, these carpets on the floor need a good clean. But certainly better than it was. And actually, do I rate that technique? Yeah, it gets some sand and some dirt and debris out. Is it necessary? No, probably not. But it's satisfying to see, isn't it? Now I need to get the rear passenger hoovered out, and then we'll start cleaning the plastic. I did notice as well, on one of the bits of wood, the lacquer is cracked, which is a shame. But the interior is starting to look a little bit tidier than it did 20 minutes ago. If you've been following the progress of this, when I bought the car, the passenger headrest was just covered in, I don't know, dead skin and hair product and makeup. So I'm just going to gently get a damp cloth and hopefully wipe that off there. And now, aside from needing a bit of a hoover to get the bits off, nice and clean. Okay, so go on then, what was you going to say?
Also, just don't pressure wash that sill yet.
Oh, I won't be pressure washing anything. No, crikey. No, no, hand wash, hand wash. Okay, so I've started working on the plastics and the steering wheel and everything else on the interior. You can see that this carpet, I'm going to have to get some sort of extraction machine on there. I don't have one, but it's something I'm going to have to invest in. This stage is literally stage one, which is damp cloth and a scrub. And you can see that the steering wheel with a damp cloth has come up okay. It's not excellent. I'm just letting it dry. In fact, what we'll do is just turn that. So, flick the wipers on. Is so you can see the steering wheel. Do it this way. There we go. So you can see it's much better than it certainly was. It's not perfect yet, and it's still actually drying off. But the steering wheel's looking much better, and this interior tunnel, again, not perfect, but with a damp cloth, it's getting off some of the marks around and under here and in here. Again, I've got to get all up in there, but stage one, damp cloth, is underway. Now, I've very kindly been sent some products that you'll see throughout the next few videos from Uncle Albert's and the team at Diomics. They've sent me all sorts of bits: exterior cleaner, interior cleaner, rubber protector, wheel. In fact, I'll show you. It's all in this box. All these bits and pieces. They've sent me a whole load of stuff, cloths and bits and pieces. I'm gonna just, for the benefit of this video, test this out, which is the interior and exterior clean and protect. I'm going to try it on the steering wheel and see how it goes. So the way it's been described to me is this is sort of like a wash and wax all in one sort of thing. Again, the steering wheel isn't totally clean, so I'm not sure really how well this is going to work, but hey, faint heart never won fair maiden. Oh, I've put loads on there. Far too much on there. Oh, it smells good. It does smell lovely. Let's try that on there. I don't want it to run on the carpet. Has it done any good? Well, it's not cleaned off all the dirt, to be honest with you, but again, you've got to have a good starting point, but it looks good. Certainly brought that badge up nicely. I might have a go with that around different bits and pieces and see how it goes. Well, as you can see on my cloth there, that interior cleaner really has brought some dirt off the door card. What I have learnt so far is that actually when it's really soiled, that stuff's not the right stuff to use. That's probably a finishing spray and an overall dusting spray. You do really still need to get in and get all the dirt off, all the ingrained dirt off first. But that was just a quick little experiment. Thanks to the team at Diomics. I will be using that in the future when I get everything right up to scratch. Well, it's a very slow, I've just had some dinner. It's a very slow process, this. You can see all the grime and stuff in there. And again, I'm just cleaning it first with a wet rag, trying to get in all this moulded plastic, but it really is, especially when it's got this, I don't know, crocodile leather effect on here. It really is difficult to get clean. Again, this is just damp cloth territory at the moment, giving it a scrub, wiping it away, going back again, letting it dry, giving it a scrub and going back again, just to get all that grime out of there. It's not something, like I said in the beginning of the video, that's going to be done in one day. It is going to take numerous goes and hot water and magic sponges and all sorts of stuff. When I say magic sponges, I mean the magic erasers. If you've never used them, they really are fantastic pieces of kit. But at the moment, just to get that initial layer of muck off, this wet cloth is doing an okay job. As I say, I preempted using the products that I was sent too early. So we're going to be doing them in another video. But as you can see, I've gone around most of the... Oh, there goes the window. Gone around most of the plastic and given it a good clean off. You can hear all that dirt in there. I'm going to have to clean all that as well. But yeah, first sort of layer of cleaning going okay. You can see it's... Again, I still need to give this a good hoover out because it's still all dirty in there. But from an initial go, let's move this back. It's looking better than it did. Again, using a camera, you can really see all the dirt on here, and I'm just flitting about a bit. I'm a bit hummingbirdish right now, and then I'm just flitting about, cleaning bits and pieces. But we're getting there. Let's take a look at this side then. I've decided I'm going to buy a spot wash and get in there. By the way, look at that. Nice. But yeah, we're getting somewhere with the interior clean, and I hope you can see a difference on this little sort of 15-20 minute video. On the steering wheel, again, not perfect. Needs a magic eraser on there and some proper leather cleaner. I've cleaned this mat now, it's just drying off. We'll get there. Well, there it is then, an initial attempt at starting to clean the interior of the Rover 75. What have I learnt? I've learnt that massage guns are very good for getting out sand and bits and pieces out of the floor and the velour. I've learnt that actually this isn't going to be a quick process. It's going slower than I expected. The carpets need an extraction. I'm going to have to buy an extraction machine, one of them Vax spot washes, Bissell spot washes, something similar. And every single nook and cranny on the car needs going over with hot water, hot soapy water and a cloth. before I even start to begin trying to do anything else. I've had a couple of hours going at it already. You might tell I'm a bit deflated because I haven't achieved as much as I wanted to, but Rome wasn't built in a day, I understand. I'm happy with the way that the steering wheel is looking. I'm happy with the way that the interior plastic is coming along. The velour isn't coming up as good as I wanted it to, but you start spot washing that and you're going to end up ruining it because the water gets in, it separates from the glue and the adhesive, and in a year, 2 years time, everything goes saggy. So I'm not going to be doing that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed sort of part one, me attempting to detail or get the Rover interior semi up to scratch, and we've learnt quite a few things. There's going to be loads more videos of me doing this, but I could do with your advice really, I think. The interior plastics, this sort of stuff, and this steam cleaner, maybe. How am I going to get all that ingrained dirt out from in there? Because I've never been in this situation before with a car. Normally a wipe with some cloths and everything it gets out. Or is it just going to be elbow grease and time? As I say, I've had a couple of hours at the car today. I've got to stop now because I've got to go pick Mrs. John Coupland up from work. Let me know. What shall I try next? It's a learning curve. It's a learning process. Hopefully we can learn together. We'll get there. Just slower than I expected. If you've enjoyed the video, thanks for watching. Your detailing interior tips in the comments below, please. Till next time, have a great day. Goodbye. If you've enjoyed this video, I've selected a few more specially for you on this page. Click either side to select them now. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button to always stay up to date with the channel.